Quick warning, the video will contain spoilers for Hollow Knight. I said I played this game a few years ago, finally got around to completing it, save for the DLCs, the speedrun achievements, the Steel Stone mode, and other tidbits needed to 100% achievement for the game. And it's more to remember for this video, I didn't devour this game for all it's worth, so I'll be missing a few key factors for the quote, true Hollow Knight experience. Regardless, throughout the journey, I like to think I was taught quite a bit, or at least remembered a few lessons I forgot thanks to the passages of time, and for being a forgetful silly goose. To begin, one of the things Hollow Knight taught and reminded me of was that there's more to a game than just the ending. Most of the time, it's the journey experiences along the way that matter more. Reaching the ending is usually the result of your understanding of the game mechanics and the ability to overcome the game's final obstacles, or some effective cheese strats. Hey, a win's a win. It should feel like a no-brainer, but sometimes you can forget the most basic parts about enjoying a game. Don't stress too much over it. Simple as. With enough patience and skill, and even a bit of luck, you can conquer anything the game developers will throw at you, from insane boss fights to some tricky platforming. While playing Hollow Knight, I wasn't sure what kind of video to even make. I stressed more about the end product than the journey itself, blinded by a vague goal where I had no concrete understanding of how I would even get there. When I beat Hollow Knight, I was satisfied and only beating the final boss, but thanks to the persuasion of a few friends, I eventually went the route of getting the true ending for Hollow Knight. For those unaware, there's technically 3 endings for Hollow Knight. One is just beating Hollow Knight, the second ending is beating Hollow Knight with Hornet, and the third and true ending is after you unlock the Dreamnail's latent power and discover more lore and backstory for your silent, silly little guy. I ended up seeking more challenges and post-game content, so to speak, and came up victorious. What did I gain from that? Seeing lore firsthand, rather than Googling or YouTubing it for starters, and a sense of accomplishment knowing that I did it, miraculously. After beating the game, I completed 67%, and unlocking the true ending, I reached 87%. That's a whole 20%, not including charms, side quests, boss fights, and more. Why was I okay with just 67%? I got complacent, in a sense of seeing what else the game has to offer. The game ends when you're satisfied and no longer wish to play the game. This reminds me when I tried 100% Yakuza 6. Editor's note. This is not a Family Guy cutaway gag. There was a segment where I needed cats to spawn, which I needed to feed 3 times with the correct favorite cat food. I got all of them aside from one. It relied on RNG for it to spawn, but it never did. I saw a bunch of other mini-games, the Amon fight, Clan Clash, and plenty of other stuff if I wanted to platinum the game. Originally, I wanted 100% the game since I enjoyed the story and gameplay, however as time went on, that enjoyment was slowly zapped away. At some point after the 15th Harpoon run, I decided to call it quits. I played enough Yakuza 6 and didn't want any more. I like to believe I'm much happier with that decision. The difference with Hollow Knight and Yakuza 6 in that moment? With 87%, I'm satisfied, but a part of me wants to unlock the other content and see what else the game has to offer. That sense of curiosity and drive for more is vital for players who want to complete a game beyond its ending. Yakuza 6 made me feel like I had already done enough, doing more felt grindy, and I could have done something else in that time spent. What else did I learn or was retaught? The valuable process of struggling, or the practice known as trial and error. To do that, analyze the attack patterns and learn which moves to punish, thoroughly check the areas, and expanding my arsenal of movements is usually a key factor of what's available. Be patient, as getting whooped is a part of the process, and staying calm and focusing on what options are viable or worth taking a risk is good to keep in mind. That aside, Hollow Knight also reminded me that you'll need to put in time to understand its depth firsthand. Remember when I mentioned my friend's persuasion? They basically held my hand throughout the 87% and pushed me to seek the secrets hidden throughout and within Hollow Nest. 87% was basically the tutorial. The rest, from 88 to 112%, would be up to me, only if I had that have that driving curiosity for more. I forget that not every viewer knows slang, and the dog's a metaphor for drive, or like the hunger for more. I'd only ever achieve what I want, nothing more and nothing less. There you have it. Hollow Knight reminded me what it meant to enjoy a game, what it meant to crave a challenge, the basics and process to overcoming one, and the passion to seek more. By challenges, I'm referencing the Pantheon speedruns 1 and 2 and actually going for the true ending. The basics and process was just trial and error to defeat the tough fights. The passion for more is something that is more or less that just comes naturally to each of their own. Maybe next time I'll have more things to say about Hollow Knight, or maybe like a playthrough or review or something else, who knows. As long as I'm passionate, I'm sure it will come out nice. By the way, shout out to my friends who supported me into doing this. Thanks for watching, peace.